I do like a hard drive, but do you know what's inside them? Hi guys, RetroTech Ralph here. Normal, standard, mechanical hard drives. Most computers have had them in for quite a number of decades, but sometimes they break. This one has, and it gives you an opportunity to think, well, what's inside it? So I wanted to do a little tear down, strip down of what's exactly in here. This came from an iMac that was donated to me. This was the fault. The hard drive had completely kaput. So I can actually see exactly what has gone wrong in here, whether or not the heads have gone a certain way, there's a scratch on the disc, some sort of mechanical element possibly on here's gone. I don't know, but let's have a look inside and see what we can do. So first jobs first, we need to get rid of all the screws. I'm going to get a pot, just put the pots in, and 6 on the top of here. I'm not entirely sure if that's essential. Yeah, it is, because you got your circuit board on the bottom here. So, actually, we'll go for this bit first. It's all a very small hex screw. That way, right, so basically get this open. This should be the main controller to say, excuse me, but that head wants to go there, where, and everywhere. So, yeah. And if you've got your own hard drive at home and want to look inside it, don't, because you'll lose information and it's really not worth it. I have a stack of hard drives just sat doing nothing. 500 gig is a lot of information. So basically we have on the back of here nice little controller. I am not certain if any of these components actually blew. This isn't a repair video, this is just a strip down, tear down, let's see what we can do. So I'm not going to check any pins. Chip on there's a Samsung chip there, there's a Seagate chip there. This possibly should be paired with this hard drive anyway, but I can't see any definite damage on there. Well, what blew, what's gone, why it didn't work inside the iMac. I mean, the connections point is there, which connects onto here, and another 3 on here, which should be them 3 right there. Actually, they're not actually looking too good, them 3 connection points. If you look carefully enough, there's not much tinning on there, but it should have been fine anyway. I mean, like I said, it's not worth me even stripping this down to repair, to put it back together again. There's a lot of little parts on here. So let me just see what's underneath these stickers. Whether or not there's actually a... I think these are just air holes, or just to keep things sealed in. Yeah, because that's got nothing at all on it. There's another one over here, another one there. There's quite a few around actually. So let's actually get down to stripping this. So we've got no screws on the side because these mount in onto the actual computer itself. So slightly bigger screws. This should release the top plate. Very easy to do. The last one of these I stripped down, it actually had so many components inside it. It actually looked like such a feat of engineering. It looked amazing. So I'm assuming now that that won't come off straight away, that it might actually be sealed on. Unless I'm missing a part. Maybe there's something there. All screws out. Let's have a look underneath here. Yeah, this is from a 2010 iMac. Let's just rip all that off. Let's get rid of this. We don't need that sticker anymore, just in case. Don't. That's another big sticker there. So what is this underneath here? Come on, there we go. Aha, we have one big screw. Okay. So that might be one reason why they didn't come off. Hopefully that will come off now. There's no guarantee, so I need a prise tool to try and get that off of there, which I can't find to hand. I don't want a plastic one, I want a metal one, because we are destroying this. And luckily to hand there is absolutely nothing. My spudger is absolutely useless lately. Okay, so there is some glue around the edge. I'm going to be more destructive than this, because, like I said, I don't care. There we go, starting to click a little bit. So the adhesive starting to come off. Obviously the screws will have been there just in case. I've just knocked something on the floor. Give me 1 second. It was actually this. I think it's like a silica bag, but maybe not. So that'll be there just to keep things clean, maybe. Put that in there. Get these out of the way a second. So we have a lovely hard drive. Oh, that's a point. There we go. I think that might be the fault. This is very... It's not as free moving as what it should be. So potentially the actual motor over here has possibly gone, and that feels like it's scratching the disc. There's some dust on there because it's just suddenly sucking in everything. This doesn't go around very quickly. I can feel the head there. Doesn't sound good. So let's carry on stripping. Just to get some, see if we can salvage some parts out of this. That's stuck onto there. That is your multi-connector, which goes onto the board. That's quite nice. So far they've all been the same screw. That one definitely isn't. Let's go for the big screwdriver again. Now there is a magnet. Quite a nice... Well, actually it's not. That should have been a magnet, that. It does feel like it should be. Definitely something magnetic in there. The arm is still very stiff. So I'll undo that screw holding the arm in. I'm guessing probably it just... There we go. With the arm off, that is now free to spin around quite well. But I can hear it scraping. There's usually a head, as you can see right down here. There's two heads, one for either side of the disc. So we don't have a screwdriver bit for that small part there. Or have we? That's too small. Next one up. So the blue for the big ones and red for these tiny ones. There we go again. That's gone over there. See, it always used to get me that you've got such precision parts in here. Get that out of the way. Can that actually move out of the way properly, if you don't mind? Yeah, so that's the head gone. Let's get you in a little bit to show you these properly. I mean, these are a lovely piece of engineering. Absolutely ridiculously good. One head either side, grips around the disc. Would read top, bottom, all of your 500 gigabytes quite easily through the processor. Done, happy. Very balanced piece of equipment. I don't know how they make these, but these are just stunning to look at. There's a coil on the back of there. So it's obviously a part of the magnet goes around, so the coil will go around in this shape, which is really, really weird. So, get back out a little bit. There we go. So again, we've got small pieces here. I did think this was a magnet. So I've had ones before where these parts have been really decent, strong neodymium magnets, but this doesn't seem to be that. I mean, yeah, they are a little bit, but they are so thin, because all this magnet part is this part on top of here. The rest of the bracket part, it will come off, but it's so thin, it'll just crack and break and shatter. I have had magnets. This is another block of magnets I've had. These nice thick ones are really good. Over time, yeah, I had a stack of these with a load of crappy old hard drives, and yeah, they chip off, the laminate goes off them, and But these ones are just really good magnets to use for anything and everything, really. So, cool. But this, kind of disappointing with the Seagate one. Yes, there isn't as much on there that I was hoping for. And you've got these precision pieces like this. Why is it that you've got 3 holes, only needs 3 holes on here, but you've got all these extra bits on here? Lovely piece of crafting work. Absolutely amazing. Just to hold in place a disc. Now I think that's going around that, okay. So let me get over here and over here. If I can hold that in place. The disc out, will it come out? There we go. Now this is one big metal. They are, for what they are, for a small CD, they are kind of very heavy. But if you zoomed in really, really close, you'll see me, but I don't think you're going to see any patterns on this at all. So you can see the camera there, but there's literally no chance in seeing any grooves, any lines, anything on this. So, yeah. That's not really going to be seen any of the tracks. They are that small, and you can't see through this either. So it's not really worth it. Below here I've got the motor. This doesn't seem to be the problem with this. You've got in there, I think this is another magnet. In case any dust, any particles came on here. Ooh. That might not have been. Let me try with the screw. Nope. Definitely something. Brush against. Covered over with a silicone. But some sort of graphite. Potentially rubber. It just seems to be dissolving on me anyway. So underneath here, I don't even know if we can get to the motor or not. Because the motor is underneath this. And actually to get to the motor, it looks like it's push fit into there. I mean, a tiny little motor like this, I don't know. I could just get a hammer and see what I could do. Because this isn't... I think I've moved that piece there. But if I have... Nope. Let's try something different. Definitely properly stuck in place. I've got no screws at all I could do anything with to try and take this off. There's 3 pins. It probably comes out that way because these 3 pins have probably brought the thing down, but it's not because it's like this. But this is just your big heatsink, shall we say, mount chassis for this. But the older the hard drives are, the more precision stuff they have on these. It is quite clever. I don't think that these will actually come out. These are probably pins that have been forced in there to hold in certain parts, but the whole part underneath there is just to hold in the motor. 3 pins in the motor, speed, everything's glued in place. There's no... There we go. Let's get there, come up. I've got another part out there. So this part goes down into the motor. It probably will go that way. So, but unfortunately, that won't come out at the moment. But yeah, you've got some other little pieces inside your hard drive. Cool. I mean, for this one being, I think it's from a 2010 iMac. So for 12 years, it's done its duty, and it's yeah. It's finished its life, and now it's in pieces, ready for going in the recycling. I just love to be able to know what to do with these. See how easy it is to scratch this already? I've literally got massive scratches all over here already. These are so delicate. I mean, can I just make a... Oh, that is too easy. Too easy to scratch this. Way, way too easy. I mean, I probably could break it. Unfortunately, I'll probably shatter it and something go in my eyeballs or something. So, yeah, very easy to dirty as well. Look at that already. So, this is why they're enclosed and that you're not supposed to do this. So, there you go. Oh, that's getting better. that's what's inside. Well, that isn't what's inside a hard drive. Done. So quite neat, nice little tear down just to see what's inside. So with that in mind, thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, follow me on social media, consider being a Patreon, help out a channel whichever way, any way you can, and I will see you in another video. Bye for now. And if you lasted this long, I'm just going to show you that these do come apart, the magnets. I'm just going to get a blade under the edge of one of these just to get rid of the adhesive. You probably could soak it in alcohol, isopropanol, but I think it just comes up with the backing, the actual, like a lacquer or something that's on there. And I've got two magnets. Very delicate, unfortunately, but I've got, yeah, see, very, very delicate magnets snapped already.